Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be taking this area back behind the village, and I want to build kind of a large lake space around it, and just kind of reform this area to make it look nicer, fit better with the newer theme. Alright, so the first thing I think we need to figure out is what kind of space we're going to take up for this. So I think we're just going to kind of layer it around this layer to where I want the top of the lake to be. So we'll probably bring it around this level, kind of like this. And then we'll just kind of layer up over here because I don't think I want it to be too massive. So probably looking at something kind of like this sort of for size. Maybe a little more this way. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I think we'll probably do something around this for size. I'm gonna go ahead and start digging it out, see if I can get the water laid in, and then we can start seeing about terraforming around. Alright, we got the water all filled in. The next consideration, there's two important things we need to do. One is start filling in dirt in spots like this, just leveling it out a little. I think when it comes to over here, I actually want to go the opposite direction and bring this up one more. Just kind of, I don't know. I feel like having that kind of cliffside next to the water is a little charming in some ways. So we'll probably bring it up here rather than leveling it out. At least I think that's the way I'm gonna go. This is not fully filled here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the direction I'm gonna go with that. Want to fill in more here. The other thing is we need to start filling in trees. I still want to go for the jungle theme in this area, but we're gonna need it to be pretty thick. So like that probably won't even be good enough. Probably another set like back here. Actually, so like another here, a single tree here, and just kind of like a really thick forest back here so that it creates a little bit of a wall sort of feeling that blocks everything out. I'll probably take leaves and fill in whatever else is not fully covered once we get that. There we go. I've actually, looks like a little more of the water's messed up than I thought it was. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, need to get these trees grown, increase how thick it is over here. Probably bring it up to this hillside here, and then around still. Okay, by no means would I call it perfect, but I think it generally gets the point across fairly well for what it's trying to do. I think I'm gonna need some more like flowers and other decorations around the pond to more properly get the point across. I do want to see real quick. I'm thinking what we do is probably bring this basically fully around the backside. Just add a little more height and depth to it. Maybe even 3 high across part of the middle. Let's see here. What does this look like from the front side? Yeah, I think that's probably the route we go with that. I want to maybe put some oak or birch trees on here. Maybe birch trees. I feel like oak trees aren't exactly the play. My other thought is I might want to mix some oak trees back here. Just add a little more, I don't know, like break up to the palette in the back. But overall, I think I'm pretty satisfied with how this is turning out. I just think we're going to need some more flowers for color to kind of go around, along with maybe some other leaves and just other blocks to kind of break up the pattern. I'm going to look around and gather some materials for it. Now, We just need to figure out how to make this look nice. So what I'm thinking is instead of going with something kind of fully circular that goes in front of the jungle trees, which is what I would normally do, like just a flat like wall of leaves with flowers, I think we're going to kind of try to do some like standalone kind of structures. So like just stuff like this that's kind of a standalone bush structure with some flowers surrounding it. I think is a little more the direction we're gonna go. So like this can kind of exist by itself, kind of on an island, right? And then we can have something else over here that also, just kind of a little bit of a flowery, leafy structure deal. And just do a bunch of these around. I think it's more so how I'm going to do it compared to trying to just do something flat across. Up here, I have a ton of dirt lying around, but hopefully I have enough. We'll also just kind of do some stuff up here. Some flowers around. A couple leaves. Once again, the idea is kind of for it to be standalone, where it doesn't have to go super far. Like we just kind of leave it like that, and then we can leave the rest of the top pretty blank. So just kind of a couple spots like that. I already think that helps a lot. I'm going to do a couple more around to see what I can make work. I have some stone bricks. Might try to do something with that. Not fully sure what we're looking at yet, but I'm going to mess around a bit and see what we got. All right. I got a couple more flowers around. We got some stone monument type things up and running. Nothing super fancy, but it's kind of where it's like it adds a little character. It's a little nice. And then I got a bunch of fish to toss in. I only grabbed cod. I was too lazy to go search out for more and better fish, but now there'll be some cod floating around in here. Adds a little bit of character. The other thing I wanted to do is I want just like a basic dock going out, just like that. We'll just go ahead and use some fences going up, something like that. Nothing crazy fancy or nice, just something that once again just adds a little more character. Um, yeah, I don't know why all the fish are collecting up there. I think the fish AI try to swim in schools, so I think that's probably why they're collecting, just going out to the edge. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I'm quite satisfied. Okay, there's one other kind of small thing that I wanted to deal with real quick. All of the villagers that I have in the village have been collecting down here on the barrels because they're collecting the jobs. It is incredibly loud down here. But they've been collecting on this. Don't really like that. So we're going to just kind of switch this out. Not gonna do anything fancy, just put some chests down. But I, I figured part of the whole point of having villagers here is so that they'll wander around the village. So it only makes sense to make sure that stops. So we're gonna go ahead and just toss all this stuff in here. It kind of stinks, but it's okay. Let me make 2 more chests real quick. Just get that finished there. Now, hopefully, the villagers will actually wander around the village a little bit. Maybe I'll let a couple of them have jobs and stuff just to try and add some variety to the village. But part of the point of the villagers being here is to add a little bit of life to the world, a little bit of like, you're not just wandering around seeing nothing. So I figure if the villagers are just stuck in the trading hall or at their beds all the time, then that doesn't exactly accomplish the goal. And then the other thing is the wall back behind here should probably make this stone brick if the villagers don't get in the way. Right. There we go. Put down another chest. It's a little bit out of place, I feel like, to do chests back here. Like, the barrels, the way they look kind of made it feel like an ended off area. Like, kind of capped off. The chests make it feel a little out of place, I guess. But I think it's better than all the villagers getting stuck down here. So, just a small change. Figured I would go ahead and just make that, make it a little nicer. Alright, I would like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. God bless, and bye-bye.